Wow, it's been a long week, Thelma. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just doing.
Well, I was out there raking them leaves, and the leaves are starting to fall and everything.
Yeah, falling leaves in the fall.
Yeah, I kind of got like a little cold. Took some medicine over there. I guess I'll be okay. Just to kind of, like every year I'm out there raking them leaves and everything. And we turn the clocks back.
Yeah, it's that time of year to start looking at how we can save that one extra hour. Just another hour a day, maybe get
Well,
some.
we lost an hour this time, didn't we?
Well, this time we actually gained an hour, but
So did we sleep longer today?
we actually slept longer, but it happens in the middle of the night, so we didn't really notice.
So spring is forward. We lose an hour then.
Spring we do lose an hour.
Oh, okay. So
They give us an hour, then they take it back, and then we're right on time.
But I was, thinking like from, last week we were talking and everything, engagement rings and stuff like that nature, And I still go back to my shoe, like I said, this shoe here I wore for 40 years, and
that string inside that shoe, it looks really good on that shoe, which is what it was made for.
Yeah, it was tough strings.
Strings were made for shoes.
But I still think that,
Fingers.
oh man, it's kind of hot. I don't mind me taking my hat off, I'm kind of sweating.
Okay, no, go right ahead. Take it on off.
I was just thinking that, I think that our value system is so way out there, and everything, like you say, that engagement ring.
Yeah.
That would make you feel,
More engaged.
It's more engaged with the
That's
ring.
right. Yes. The ring is a symbol. That's a symbol. That's all. It gives you that little extra push that
Well,
you
let me ask you this right here.
Mm-hmm.
What if, it's a symbol, right?
Well, the ring symbolizes something, so yeah, you could say that.
You engage or marry, right?
Well, yes.
Okay, well, let me ask you this right here. Suppose I bought a ring for $100. That'd be enough? Would that be good? Because it's a ring and it symbolizes. It has to have to be expensive, right?
Well, see, it doesn't have to be so expensive. It's just that's what rings cost these days. It's not about expensive. It's just what the price is.
So
You got to go with the market value. That's what they cost.
So you're saying that there's a market value, like I'm saying, like $100 ring. You don't want that ring.
Well, you see, $100. It's kind of it mimics what what your love is about. $100 worth of love is not. I mean, what what kind of love is that? I heard Tina Turner say something like that in the song. What's love got to do with it? But how much love is that for $100 ring? It always makes you want to wonder, what's love? Is there love here? And now
So
that's
the
all
love,
you can afford.
if the love is being valued by the ring, so a $10,000 ring, would that be good?
Oh yeah, now see a $10,000 ring. Now you're talking about not the ring itself, but now you're just talking about a whole lot of love. And as a woman, that's important. That's important.
I've been reading the Bible and dreaming, and God has been working with me, sister. I mean, He's been working with me. I still go back to, this shoestring here. I'm retiring these shoes now. This shoestring now is 40 years old.
Wow.
That's 40 years I work at that company.
Okay, that's a long time for a shoe.
Yes.
Oh my God, 40 years.
40
I wish I had a shoe that.
I've had it
lasts 40
repaired
years.
along the way when I was on vacation and stuff like that. But it's still a good shoe, and it's been 40 years.
Well, that's a great artifact.
So I'm retiring this shoe right now.
Oh,
I've got some new shoes with the whole plan.
Yay! Tired. That's
Excuse me.
Yeah, bless you.
But I don't know.
But don't separate the shoe and the string. They go together. That's what we're saying, like in a marriage. Then, like when people get engaged, things go together. Engage and ring go together. Probably call it engagement.
The idea is this right here. What I'm thinking is that, and God been working with me and stuff. I'm saying, like.
You mean God told you to have a ring, to have a string for a ring?
I'm saying is that.
If God said that?
I know. Well, in so many words, He's saying that, if we put so much value on things, like on, who wrote that? Who wrote that it had to be a ring? Like is it a ring or a ring in the mind? I think I like the ring in the mind.
Yes, it's the same thing though. See, that's what people want to separate the concept. Don't separate it. Put it together for what it's worth.
The ring in the mind?
Well, the ring, yes, in a way, it does.
So if
in
it's
your
a ring,
mind, because in your mind
but
you're thinking.
If it's a ring in the mind, right, then it shouldn't matter what the cross of the ring is.
But here's the thing, it's one thing when it's just you, but when you go out and you're about, this is what society expects of you.
Oh, exactly.
If you tell somebody that you're engaged, what is the first thing they want to do? They want to see the ring,
so if,
not a string.
So in other words, if I cut this shoestring,
they will say,
and I put it
they
on
will
your
laugh
finger,
at me. You
right?
want me to be laughed at? I know you don't.
Wait. And I put this ring on your finger.
I know you don't.
And we go out to dinner, and you see when your girlfriend, how you doing? Tell me, say, I heard you got engaged.
I would be embarrassed.
Why?
I would be embarrassed because I want to be like everybody else. If the lady over there, or the lady down there, or the person over there, or the person over there, or what have you, that's what it should be. I should be able to fit in. I need to fit in.
Let me ask you something. I want to go deeper on this for you because God has been working with me. Let me say this to you.
Oh, Lord.
My family originally from Georgia.
Oh,
I
can't. Yeah.
I've told you that many times.
Yes.
My grandmother come here in this area, New Jersey area, 1923. I'm so proud of that. Really, 100 years in 10 years.
Well, that's even more the reason to get a decent ring because you're from Newark, such a great city. You got to do great things.
But yes, but.
That's right. Represent Newark well.
But you know what I think?
What?
I've been thinking.
What you think?
Okay.
I want to hear this. Ooh, I can't wait to hear this.
I guess I'm getting kind of like what they call philosophical or whatever, and I'm getting deep. I'm kind of thinking like Maurice White, Earth, Wind, and Fire. When you got deep into the elements, we used to say elements are coming. Earth would come.
Right.
And I'm getting so deep that I'm starting to. Not that my family came to New Jersey.
Okay.
In Elizabeth, 1923, but what, why? Why would they leave farmland and come up here and everything? And this Garden State be like a haven for them. And I get deep and I kind of go back to Moses, that he had to leave his home because of different things. And I guess I'm getting so deep and I'm doing a lot of soul searching and looking and God is.
And so your soul is telling you to come up with a string for a ring?
I guess what my soul is telling me, Thelma, is this right here. I'm just old Elmo Cousin, that's all, I'm just, trying to make right out of wrong. And, or wrong out of right. And I've been just thinking, I said,
Well, I've been thinking too.
It's like, they come up north and everything, and running from Pharaoh, if you will, running to save their lives, or that might have been lynched, or might have been accused of something they didn't do, or to get jobs and stuff. And they come up north to make something of themselves, right?
Right.
But sometimes I listen to that, like that BLS channel, WBLS.
That's a great station. I like it.
And I listen to Open Line in the morning, on Sunday morning. I get up and listen to that for church.
Yeah.
Listen to Al Sharpton as we go to church.
Actually, I heard it this morning.
Yeah.
That was a good message.
That's why I go to church slow, because I want to hear Al Sharpton.
Okay. All right.
And you hear all these things that they talk about, people, judges being put in place to stop out tomorrow, and people writing bills, right, that we just don't feel today, but our kids will feel it. So I kind of feel like my grandfather and them. I kind of feel like the fight ain't over. Do you think that the fight is over? That, because, we still at some place with trapped, of course, with that ugly horn of racism still bother us, follow us. In fact, just seen the thing on TV the other day on YouTube where two black men went into Denny's, two truck drivers, and they wouldn't even serve them. Now, I wouldn't even go into Denny's because I know the history of Denny's and black folk and the discrimination something they did years ago back in the 80s, but they're still doing it now in 2000s. So I kind of think, you gotta let me finish, please. I kind of think that when I say this shoestring, right, should be suffice. I should cut it right around your finger as your ring, and you should be glad with it because
Yes.
we still got to fight Pharaoh.
Okay, and I
And so why should we spend $10,000 helping Pharaoh to club up the side of his head? Make me make sense.
make it make
Make
sense.
it make
I
sense,
hear what
yes.
you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and I say I say yes. Use the ring, use the string. That's fine. Do that because that's what you have in your mind to do. However, when you're engaged to somebody, there's a second party, and that's the whole piece about coming together. Is both people, not a one-sided. So you want the string, I want the ring. So we do both. We do a string and a ring. I wear the string around the house, where you can see it gladly and be proud about a string from a shoe. But I will wear the ring outside amongst my friends, and then we both are happy. And I think that solves our problem.
I don't think so.
you?
Because
I think
no,
we do. I think that solves the problem.
I think you're cutting a different deal.
What
What I'm saying to you is
I'm
that
trying to make it make sense.
we are still fighting Pharaoh in so many
We
words.
can fight them
According
better
to Dr.
together.
Sharpton, according to Open Line,
We can fight
every
them better
week,
together.
this, that, and that. But then why should we, right, if we're going to be fighting this, then shouldn't we do something that's spectacular, like the Montgomery bus boycott? But it don't have to be that actually bus boycott with bus,
Sure.
because a lot of us are driving a bus today.
Sure.
But we can do a
Something
different
big,
kind
right?
of thing.
Something big, right?
Huh?
Something big.
Something big,
grand,
like something big and grand would
great,
be
grandiose.
that if you would wear this
yes,
string,
yes, that would be
not
big.
only here,
That would be huge.
but on your job, in
That
front
would
of,
be
in front of all
huge.
your people, and people will go out their
That would
way
be
to see your
big.
finger
Ooh,
with
yes,
that
they
string.
Where that string? They want to see
Right?
that string.
Yes, they will. Okay, what is this? Something new? Yes, it's something new.
Something brand new.
It's a brand new
Brand
ring.
new, never been done before.
Never been done
Because no
before.
woman would ever accept a string for a ring, but yeah, it'll never been done before.
But
Be
but now you're commonizing. You're making I don't
It
like
ain't
that right
funny.
there, Thelma. You kind of
Well,
joking.
Elmo, listen, I don't know anybody that would call receiving a string for a ring not a joke. So I'm just trying to make sense of it.
I already
Here's what I
told
think.
you that the Egyptians are following us.
I
They
agree
say
with
they
that.
let us go. Ho. You ho. Now, you say, you all in the Bible, you take me to church with you and this, that, and other. You sturdy, you're supposed to be a prophetess and all that right there. But then now, that we're really
Yes.
talking prophecy.
That's right. I'm a
All
prophesy
right,
about
now
the
that
ring.
we're going deep into the heart of Moses, I want to know. I want to know.
Yeah.
Thelma.
Yes.
Are you one of those good Hebrew nurses? Are you
Nurse.
what they call a wet nurse? What they the other name for that nurse? You know the nurse that Pharaoh spoke to, and Pharaoh told them, why did you do this right
Oh
here?
yes.
What they call them?
Yeah, well,
ladies.
they just call it. This is all right.
No, it's a name for them.
Yes,
They're
it
not
is.
just wet nurse,
That's
but
right.
you know what I'm talking
The
about.
day nurse, yes.
No, the one that delivers the baby.
That's
What
right.
they call
Yeah,
them?
that's
ladies.
right.
It's a name for 'em.
Yeah, it's a name for them.
And but then they said they lied to Pharaoh. They said, well, the Hebrew woman is different than the Egyptian woman. The Hebrew woman is lively. Sometimes we get that the baby is already born, but they lied to Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But now, so if they lied to Pharaoh 2,000, 3,000 years ago, they lied to Pharaoh to save the boys, right? Because Pharaoh said, kill all the boys. If it's a male child, kill him. If it's a female, let her live.
Right.
So-
if you give somebody
So
that string, they might kill you.
whoa. See, because now what you're doing, you're saying one thing, right? You're
Mhm.
saying that, Bible, as long as it worked your way, but now you ain't really willing to fight Pharaoh like you're supposed to be, because we're Hebrew people. Like,
See?
you understand me? And when Pharaoh did let us go, he still chased us and tried to catch
But
us.
what we're going to fight Pharaoh with is a weapon that we have, and that is the weapon of abundancy. And this
Well, how can we be abundant if I
allows-
got to spend $10,000 on the ring?
Because what you're going to end up, what you're going to find out is that the more you spend, the more you will get. So you get that, and then you'll get
You
more.
say the more I get from you. Is that it? The more loving I would get from you if I spend the ring.
Well,
but wait a minute. So I can get this loving from you today, but then our kids or we may be knocked in the head by Pharaoh tomorrow.
Well, they'll take that $10,000 ring and they can probably use it for something. They can probably sell it.
Now you make a joke. See, first you say you was a prophecy. What you call prophecy? Prophecies.
Yeah.
And then right there you were deep down in the gutter of the Bible, but now I see that you more like a modern Bible that they didn't even wrote yet. So you say one thing.
Living epistles.
No, whoa. You saying one thing.
Bibles.
Right. You saying one thing, right? But then on the other thing, right? You're not standing up to it, Thelma. I thought that you said.
You asked me how I felt
you
about it.
You read scripture all day long.
You asked me how I felt about it, Elmo.
Are you quoting scripture along to work your way?
I'm gonna have to call you by your whole name. Elmo Cuzins.
That is my name.
Well, let me just talk to you in that lane. Elmo Cuzins. Here is how it goes. You said you wanted to know how I felt.
Yes,
so I'm just telling you my feelings on this. I feel very strongly that if you do it this way, that you keep your string and get me a ring. How about we put the string on your finger?
I don't mind putting one on my finger.
Then we'll put it on
put
your
one on
finger.
my finger, put one on your finger. No, we put one on my finger, put on your finger, and I'll go to work with it. Don't matter to me.
Well, that's
because I'm down with God.
Okay, well, you down
I'm down
with God,
the scripture.
and I'm down with the ring.
Okay.
And so God told me to get a ring. Because God talks to me like he talks to you. God told me, you're getting a ring.
So you are believing in God as long as he do what you think is right.
I dreamed of a ring.
So when I hear, when I hear open line in the morning, right? Jennifer Austin, and the brother, forget his name at this point, sorry, and Al Sharpton and this, that, and other, BLS. So, are we listening to two different channels? Because, you know, what he's saying that, you know, he's saying that
two people can hear the same thing and not have the same.
But the idea is this right here, that with the man, you know, he's out there marching and telling you, you know, that listen, you know, that Pharaoh is building up against you.
Well, now,
and you worried about a ring?
Well, now we have to come to a compromise.
Maybe you know, not what I thought.
That's right, because maybe it's time for some new thinking.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Maybe it's time for you to think another way. You have one thought that it should be a ring, and it should be a value because a string rather, because it's what it is. And so I'm saying there could be a new way you could think.
I think, listen, here's
why don't you come into the 21st century?
Yeah, no, I'm in the 21st century. Meaning that
no,
whoa. I believe this right here. We still gonna buy an Apple computer. We still gonna buy things that's really gonna lift us up. We're gonna get the kids to have computers and stuff like that. Well, if you want Samsung, I'll just Apple. I'm down with Apple.
You see what's different.
But I'm just saying, long we have a computer. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to really lift us and chilling up in a real way.
I worked hard to keep this finger looking good. Now, why would I just want a string on it? Yes, I did. I could have done a lot of things. But if
Pharaoh, the stuff that Pharaoh is coming against us, right?
So I want a ring.
See, so you're not. I want the ring. I thought you were more like them Egyptian midwives from years ago.
There you go.
The midwives, that's what it is. The midwives. I thought, you know, that you were ready to lie to Pharaoh, but you ready to join up with him.
No, I don't want to join up with Pharaoh. I want to join up with you, but I want the ring.
But every morning, like every Sunday morning before I go to church, I listen to Open Line and Al Sharpton on his show. And they both were basically telling you that Pharaoh is against you. You know, first to get fired, first to get knocked over the head, first to this, that, and the other. And all you worrying about is a ring?
But I believe
okay.
That Pharaoh will have less control over our lives if I get that ring. That's all I know. Y'all can know what you want to know. I know what I feel.
Let me say this right
and that's what I feel.
I'm going to get a little more philosophical, and I'm going back to Georgia.
Okay. No.
I'm going back to Georgia. Whoa.
Elmo.
I'm going back to Georgia. I got to go back.
You don't
I'm not going to let Georgia go.
No, I'm not saying let it go.
going back
I'm
there
just saying
physically.
you don't have to go back there.
No, I'm going back, because
If you go back to Georgia, you don't get a raise.
I know a lot. I read a lot about Dr. King, right? I read a lot about Dr. King.
Yeah, I love Dr. King's work as
and
well.
I said a few months ago.
But his wife had a ring. That's all I know.
Wait a minute. We're not talking about Coretta Scott King at this point in challenge. I'm going to talk about her in a second, but right now. I wanted to learn about Dr. King, and I read all his books, and all that right there. And I learned about him, but then I said, well, Spirit spoke to me and said, you need to learn around about King. So I said, who could write a book around about King, right? I thought about it.
Yeah. Let me think about that too.
Then I looked deep down into my own library, and lo and behold, I bought this book here of Dexter Scott King. Now, I don't know this to be true. I don't remember it in the book, but Dexter, Dr. King's son, this looked just like him. In fact, when Dr. King and Dexter would walk past certain projects, the people would look at Dexter, look at him and say, he spit him out. That's what they said.
That's what they say. Right. Yeah, they do
just
look alike. I do see that.
And
yeah,
then,
absolutely.
Now, Scott would be his mother's maiden name. Like I got an uncle, right? Maybe he's a Georgia down there. His name was, his middle name was my grandmother's maiden name.
Okay, that
right.
they did
so
that
they
a lot
do that a
back
lot right there. So
that's a lot back in
right.
there.
So this right here,
in some cases.
this is Scott, which is Coretta Scott.
Right, maiden name.
Okay. And reading this book growing up, King, right? I read this book about 2 weeks ago, and he, just learning and feeling the essence of him from an emotional point.
Yes.
Not a historian or not a whatever, but from the son itself. He talking about growing up King. He talking about his brothers. He talking about his mother, grandfather. He was even there when his grandma got shot in Ebenezer. About a crazy guy. And just hearing this, and then looking at the trials and tribulations that he went through as a king, a son of Dr. King. And
I
then,
had that book too.
And then when he went to Memphis, he stood right in that Moraine Hotel in the spot where Dr. King got shot.
What?
And actually there's some kind of light that shows how the bullet hit him. And he said that when it hit him, it went through him.
Wow.
And everything. And it done something to him as it done to his father and destroyed his father years ago. I felt something. I said, you know what?
Had to be very traumatic.
And I felt something, and
makes you closer to
it.
Him.
Makes you feel closer to that.
Yeah.
And you feel like you really learning the story of King and how him and his mother then put together, got Dr. King Center down there in Atlanta.
Yeah, so imagine,
and stuff like that. So, and what I've been thinking, I said, you know what? Life has got to be bigger than what we make it. It got to be bigger than. It's got to be bigger than what we make it.
That's the point.
It got to be bigger. It's got to be bigger than what we make it.
Bigger than a string.
And it was bigger than a string. It's bigger than a diamond ring.
That's right.
A ring that we really don't know is diamond. Because this man's father sacrificed everything for every. The other day they gave me the thing for the big party for my 40th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But do you
years,
know what? When I was standing there and accepting that award,
yes.
Dr. King came across my mind. Because
I
wouldn't have this job if it wasn't for Dr. King and all the rest of them like Dr. King. Yeah, I wouldn't have it.
Dr. King.
And I had the great honor of about 25 years ago meeting the Martin Luther King III. But affectionately we call him Martin Luther King Jr. III. He's not Junior because Dr. King was the junior. Right. And I seen him and a fella at the airport, and he had 2 cell phones.
Oh.
And he was getting his shoe shine. And when he got out, I said, excuse me, I don't want to bother you. Can I say a few words? He said, yes. I said, I grew up with pictures of you and your whole family on my wall. Which I got the pictures over here. I got the pictures
right there.
I said, I got the pictures, of you and your whole family and everything. And he was so happy, shit like that. I said, I didn't mean to disturb you. But he was happy,
Yes, I'm sure he was blessed.
And so I got a lot from this right here, from Dexter King. If you can, some people buy the book and just read some of the stuff that he went through as a
Yes, growing up in that
descendant
house.
of, or
Sure.
as a child of Dr.
Yeah.
King. And even the jealousies that he faced. He talked a lot about the jealousies that he faced because he was Dr. King. A lot of people say, well, to him, well, you ain't getting no special privilege because you're Dr. King. And, you know, to even say some stuff like that when they wouldn't even have that job at that university, it wasn't for Dr. King. So you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So how quick we forget.
Yes.
But, you know, I just look at this here and I'm starting to look at things different. I'm starting to look at, you know what, how, maybe we're going too far. Do we, you know, we're going in all this materialistic things and things like this right here. And sometimes I wonder, are we making ourselves the biggest buffoon on the corner?
No, we're not. I don't think we are. I don't think we are because it's not so much about.
Thelma.
Okay, I don't think because it's more about what we do than what we say.
What's your last name again? Little, right? Thelma.
Yeah, it's more about.
Is your mind little or that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shout there.
Yes, you did, but it's all right, Elmo, because guess what? Elmo and people generally have bigger heads. Now, does that mean you have a bigger head because your name is Elmo? No, it's just a name.
Yeah, but I don't really want to stand
no more
for the
so
name,
than
but I
I'm
want to
having
stand.
a little head because my last name is Little.
I want to stand for something.
But I have a big
like,
heart.
Like my
But
life.
I have a big heart,
But what I'm
Elmo.
saying, every night I'm dreaming and something is happening to me that's beyond, you know, all this stuff because we got all these
But
things.
you have to break.
And are we happy?
But you have to break the chains
But
that
the chain
bind
don't
us.
mean a $10,000 ring.
But it doesn't have to be 10,000.
When I think about Dr. King, I really want to cut this thing just much more.
Just think of
and
a
put it around
percentage.
your finger and say, listen,
now put it around there and let's compare this ring
No,
and that.
we're not
Go
even
ahead.
comparing it.
Go, yeah,
Just
we
to put it
are. I
around
want
your
to compare.
finger.
Put it on there.
Just so
put
we
it
can
around
say
there.
these
See.
words that
Let's
Dr.
see.
King said.
What is
Free
that?
at last,
Free at last.
Thank God Almighty, we're free at last.
Right, so let's know. I want to see.
So I don't know, man. I just
see, you can't even put that string on.
I haven't cut it yet. I'm
well,
gonna cut it.
You can't even fake to put.
No, I
you
guess
can't
I
even
can. I can do it over here. I can do it real
good. And
fast.
let's see. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see how that. Yeah. Let's see how that looks.
And look at that. Look. That's a beautiful thing.
No.
This string is beautiful.
Oh no.
Look what this thing says.
No.
What it stands for.
No.
What it stands
No.
for.
See, this is the problem. See,
See?
here's the problem. What it
It
stands for, what
it.
you're saying
Love.
is right.
Look
about
at that. Look.
Okay.
Hey, look at that. It stands for love. It stands for, guess what,
But
Pharaoh?
I don't know that.
You know, you're not running me. Well,
But I
guess
don't
what,
know
Pharaoh?
that.
I'm going to
And
lie
Pharaoh's
to you.
not here to see it.
I'm going to lie to you
No.
just like the midwives did.
No.
I'm going to lie to you like the midwives did and everything. And stuff. That's what it's saying.
No,
you know.
no.
So will you lie to Pharaoh to save the whole thing? Don't you think that we've gone a little bit too far with these materialistic things? Let me ask you one question before we finish up. What do you know about diamonds?
What I know about diamonds.
Yes, real fast.
I know that diamonds, they're in a mine. They're down deep under the earth.
Right.
They're only found in certain parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And what I know is that you have to crush something to get to it. It's like it's in a piece of coal. You have to crush that coal to get to that diamond. And that's what I'm saying is that with a ring, it symbolizes that you, to being engaged to that woman or that man or whoever's getting the ring, they had to go through something. They had to crush something. So it symbolizes so many things. You don't have to crush anything to get a string out of a shoe. So it doesn't bring any real value.
Let me ask you this right here.
It doesn't bring any value. The diamond at least shows that you've been through
wrap
something.
this conversation up, let me ask you this right here. How do you know that the diamond that you get is real? How do you know?
Because the amount that it costs. The more they had to crush it, the more it had to cost. So
how do you know you ain't getting just
you
some?
asked me the question.
Well, I'm trying to finish the question. How do you know that you ain't getting some glass? How would you know?
Because you know why?
Why?
Because this is it. You don't get glass out of a piece of coal.
Mm-hmm. Well, how do you know the diamond you get come from a piece of coal?
Because first of all, glass is made in a factory. Glass is made in a factory.
How you know your diamond made? How do you know though?
Because when you buy
If I
diamonds,
give you one of
when
them,
you buy
some of them
diamonds,
beans and rice over there, you know it's real because you know how to taste it. Well,
because-
how do you know?
because diamonds, because they come with a certificate of
Okay.
authenticity.
All right. Well, all right.
And therefore, what it does, let me finish. It trace Elmo. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You can trace the production of it back to that mine, because they knew there was going to be somebody like you, Elmo, that's going to come along one day and want to give somebody a string instead of the diamond ring. And so therefore,
But they could be running an iron curtain. All these places
there's
could
no
be
iron
working
curtain.
together.
No, there's no
How
iron
would you
curtain.
know? You
Well,
don't know
here's
it's
the
real.
thing. Well, one thing that I'll tell you what, is real enough, because it's what you believe. If I believe it's real, then it's real. If you believe
Then
the string
you
is
should
real,
believe that the shoestring is real too.
that's right. If that was my belief, but it isn't.
Well, how can we change your belief,
Oh,
my
now
dear queen?
see,
My dear queen of the world, how can we, Thelma Little,
yeah,
how can we
now
change it?
you want to change. Now you want to change what I believe.
Michael Jackson saying a good and a beautiful melody, a beautiful song, make that change. Man in the mirror, look in that mirror.
That's right. Look in the mirror and make the change.
That's what I'm
And
trying
make
to
it
do.
today. Will you make it today? Will you make it today? Raise your right hand and we'll do it right here and right now.
I raise my right hand
To
to
make
say,
the change.
I make
You're
the
willing
change
to make the change.
that I'm going to keep on praying to the Lord. I'm going to keep on taking these visions that come my way
Yes.
and everything. And
Yes.
I'm going to stay on this
All
ring.
right.
I'm going to stay on this shoestring because
Okay then.
what I'm
Well,
trying
I've
to do
won.
is get
Make
my
the
queen
change.
to understand that a change is need to be coming because
That's right. But the
we
change is
we
with
got
you.
too many. It ain't just me. We got too many
Boom.
pharaohs after us
Boom.
to be on, walking around acting like,
Boom.
things of this, that, and other. I would say get rid of the diamond, gold,
Boom.
and anything. We should put strings around our neck and everything, and we get rocks
From
and
the
drill
mouth-
holes in the rock and
From
everything.
the now I'm gonna sound like King. From the mouths of Lily. Boom. Now you get it.
You don't sound like
Right,
King,
that's
but
right.
you sound like
Because-
somebody else. Because Dr. King and all of them struggles that they went through, and this, that,
That's
and other,
right.
going to jail every
He
other
went
night,
through
this, that, and
struggles,
other.
but
For
he
us
got
to
his
just,
woman a diamond.
For us to sit down
But he
and worry
got
about,
his-
well, in a way like this right here.
King. King got his woman a diamond.
Okay. Well, let me say this right here because
King didn't give his woman no string.
wait. Okay. All right.
Be like King.
Okay.
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Let me say
Be
this
like
right here.
King.
Let me say this right here.
I dare
In
you to be
a
like
case,
King. Elmo.
in a case like this,
Dare you.
Coretta Scott
Dare you to be
King.
like King.
Coretta Scott's King deserved the diamond because of
I'm
her.
challenging
Because
you.
wait. I'm trying to be like King because of her sojourn and the lending of her husband to us to save us
That's right.
through this thing. So
Yeah.
we all should put in
Challenge.
some money to get her diamond, but we are
Right.
just common everyday people.
Right, but
So we don't
common
really
people
need.
can
My
have it-
life ain't on the line like Doc King was. Your life
Oh,
ain't.
you don't know.
Your house ain't being bombed.
Well, you don't know
bombed
if you've come
in,
to
in
the
Alabama
you don't know
like
if
their
you've
house
come
is
to
being
the-
bombed.
if you don't know if you've come
all
to the kingdom for such a
But
time
anyway,
as this.
again, let me
Maybe
just,
that's the change.
let me just
A
close out.
boom.
So,
Boom.
somewhere I heard, I believe the hip hop used to say, "Boom, and there it is."
Boom,
Okay.
and there it is. So,
So
where's the ring?
I close out today that this right here is a good book to learn about Dr. King.
Yes.
This is from his
I
son.
I'm
from
on
his
chapter
son.
2. Wait,
From his
Elmo.
son.
Elmo, I'm on chapter 2 by
That's
the way.
wonderful. Dexter Scott King, right?
Yes.
Growing up King.
Yes.
He talks a lot about
And
himself.
I like that it rhymes
He talked
with
about his
ring.
brother. He talked about his sister Bunny. He talked about which is Benita, and he talked about his older sister.
Yes.
That was more of the actress,
well,
and she
okay.
would put plays together and everything, put them into plays and all
Yes.
that. And it kind of reminded me of my older sister too. So
Yes.
if you can, go on eBay or go to Amazon
Go to the
where-
library, can't you?
or
Go to the
or but
library.
well, I'm just trying to get people to purchase it. I think it's worth being purchased. If you can purchase it.
Oh,
okay,
now you can
the
purchase
let-
that, but you can't
the-
purchase ring. Oh, okay.
Well, this right here is more important than me. The
Oh.
life of Dr. King than a diamond ring.
Okay.
See,
That-
whoa,
we
whoa,
won't
you
go-
know,
we'll
whoa,
be here
whoa.
another 2 hours to talk about that.
You
We
got to
got
know,
dinner,
wait.
We gotta go get our common food.
At this
Our White
point,
Castles.
at this point in challenge, right?
And
You
we
need
supposed to
to
be going to
know.
White Castles
You
for
need
dinner?
to know.
Elmo?
No, I'm gonna have me a sandwich after dinner. But I'm saying you need to know who you dealing with. See, so cause this
Elmo
book here,
Cuzins. That's on the
this
back
book
of it.
here, the energy that's in this book, let me just tell you, is worth more than silver and gold. Let me quote your Bible. You understand? This right here is worth way more. The wisdom in this book, you understand me? To know of Doc King from his own son means a lot more to me than, excuse me, a damn diamond or some gold. Because without these people, right, you wouldn't be talking on $10,000 diamond. Okay?
Obviously, I'm not going to get you off of that
this
mountain.
is Elmo Cuzins.
People can die on
This is
their own
Elmo
mountains.
coming, and let me say
Choose
his
your
cousin.
battle.
And,
It's the battle
and
you
I
wanna choose.
stand,
Okay.
with the honor of freedom. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Good night.
Good night.